Yo, I am back with them reviews. I'm a lazy piece of shit. Props to AJ Cody. Follow his channel. Well, follow his channel for calling me out on not reviewing anything. My computer just beeped. So Truth or Dare. Really, this is a movie that ever since I saw the trailer, I knew this was gonna be bad. Like, um, and here we are talking about a movie that came out a while back and that I just saw last night because, I don't know, I was bored and I need to review something. So when I review this movie, now, Truth or Dare, it stars no one of value really. Kind of feel bad. I didn't memorize the cast. I mean, I could have looked it up, but that would make me waste more time. Although I don't know who directed it. Jeff Wadlow. I said Wadlow so weird. He directed Kick-Ass 2, which I like Kick-Ass 2. So that's why he stuck out. He stood out. So basically, what this movie is about is some college kids. They take a trip to Mexico. They go to this abandoned church and they play this game of Truth or Dare with some random guy they just met. But here's the twist, though. Apparently, this game of Truth or Dare is haunted. Like, there's this demon possessing the game, and so the game basically follows them from Mexico to where they live, and pretty much they're given a Truth or Dare to do, and if they don't complete it, the demon will take over their bodies, and then they will just kill themselves. Like, they'll die. And they'll die horrific deaths that's worthy of a PG-13 rating. That's the best I can sum up this movie. Because, really, the concept of the movie isn't bad. You could do something about it, you know? You can have a bad idea, but if you execute it the right way, it would be enjoyable. So that's what the concept of this movie is. It's just, yeah, like I said, the execution of this idea was terrible. First of all the characters are terrible people in and of itself, so you kind of don't care about them. The acting, for the most part, it was as good as bad horror movies go. Don't expect Oscar-worthy performances. It's serviceable. It's not really terrible. And the rules it's I don't know what are the rules, like they're random. It's like they were kind of the writer making them up as it went along. Like, you can only do a limit of, like, if someone was to say, oh, if you don't, you're planning to give Truth or Dare, if you don't follow up with the Dare or Truth, you'll die. So if someone asks you Truth or Dare, you would do a smart thing and go with the Truth every time. Sure, some of your more personal stuff will get exposed, but that's better than doing a Dare, which that would vary in certain parts. It could be very dangerous in certain parts. But with the movie, there's just a limit, you know? So, like, yeah, first some of them were kind of doing just the Truths, but at a point you're like, well, here's the thing, you can only do this set amount of truths. So, I forgot if it was a day or in a certain game, I forget, but yeah, you can only do a certain number, so now you have to do a Dare. So, good trick. Nice. We found out your strat. It's not gonna work. So, yeah, the rules were confusing. Like I said, the characters are terrible people, but it's terrible to a way that's kind of comedic. Like, there's, like, the asshole character who's just an asshole, but I kind of don't understand why they keep him around for some reason. Then there's these people who are terrible people, and yet they're smart enough to, like, get an interview to be a doctor. And yeah, that's just, the characters are really terrible in this movie. The deaths, wow. The deaths in these movies make the deaths in Wish Upon look like they were from Final Fantasy. That's another thing. the movie tries to be Final Fantasy. I mean, no, I said Final Fantasy. No, they're trying to be Final Destination. The movie tries to be Final Destination, but fails completely. Because with Final Destination, with all the movies, it's always the build up as to how a person will die. And here they try to do a build up, but then the climate, the overall satisfaction of the death is not there. You know, the build up was not good. Also, it's PG-13, so there's no blood. You don't get to see anything cool, which is kind of why I like the Final Destination movies. So there was that. I don't know. This movie kind of made me remind me of Wish Upon. Although we'll say for this movie though, it's better. This movie is way better than Wish Upon though. Wish Upon was terrible. Yeah, that's all I really can complain. I mean, the premise I could complain about, but in reality, I shouldn't really complain about premise. You know, it's all about the execution of a premise that you should be critiquing, not the premise itself. You know, so yeah, this movie, yeah, it was terrible. I knew it was gonna be terrible, so that's kind of why I'm not really that pissed. It's not like I had high expectations for a movie called Truth or Dare. Although I will say for Blumhouse, they're smart because this movie made its budget back opening weekend. So maybe with the following trends of what some movies like Ouija and Annabelle did, where in the first movie were terrible garbage, like it actually pissed me off. They made those two movies. What they did was make a prequel that was actually good. So maybe we'll get that with this movie. Who knows? Um, and yeah, although the ending was terrible. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, the ending to this movie was terrible. So that's my review. 1 out of 5. I don't do a grading scale. I just want to say that. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.